All right, so we're going to bring our palms together, and because we have brand new people here, I'm going to explain everything. So you're going to bring 72,000 nerve endings in your left hand and your right hand together so that you have a connection between the two sides of your nervous system so that you start balancing out the energy throughout your entire nervous system. Right here at the center of the chest, slowly inhale through the nose, fill the belly. Expand into the rib cage, fill the chest, shoulders relaxed. Keep the heart center elevated. We don't want to be slumped over. We want to open up this chest, open this heart center. Keep the shoulders relaxed. We're going to use the neck lock. You pull the chin back slightly. You don't want it down, you don't want it up, you want it straight back. You'll have a slight tension at the base of the skull. Fill up through the neck all the way to the top of the head. We inhale and exhale through the nose. Unless we are told otherwise. That's our default breath. That's our regular breath that we're using. And exhale, letting the tension go. Push the air all the way out. Pull the navel all the way back. Remember, keep that heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed. Again, inhale deeply, full deep breath. Fill the belly, expand into the rib cage, fill the chest, heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed, fill up through the neck lock in place, show all the way up through the top of the head. Hold the breath, feel the energy, pranic energy, let it circulate. Focus at the brow point, point between the eyebrows, top of the nose. And exhale, letting the tension go. Push the air all the way out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to do Om Namo on the first breath, Guru Dev Namo on the second breath. So inhale deeply. Om. Everybody got a spot here? We're getting a little crowded, so just make sure you're not blocking access to the bathroom, because if people want to slide forward a little bit, like Jan, if you want to slide forward a little bit, that'd be good. If Jan had scoot over next to her friend, there'd be a slot there between you and Samshir and Patricio. Everybody got a spot now? Okay. Okay, so we're going to work on the 10 bodies. You didn't realize you had 10 bodies, but I never memorized them. You know, the way everything works now, you can always Google it and find it. So I'm just going to read you quickly. I'm not going to explain them to you. You can experience them and go through them for yourself. All right, so your 10 body is, you know, you could have your own baseball team with a reserve person. You got a soul body, you got a negative mind, you got a positive mind, a neutral mind, a physical body, an arc line, that's the energy field that runs from one shoulder over the crown chakra to the other shoulder. You got an auric body, the energy field around your body. You got a pranic body, that's your, with the breath, the prana. You got a subtle body, not exactly sure what that is. And you got a radiant body, your radiance, kind of a combination of all of the above. Okay, so we're going to start by lying down on your back. This is going to help center our energy. I'm going to get some music going here, that way you'll keep you going. You're going to be lying on your back. What you do is you lift your head up and look at your toes. Make sure nobody took them while you're lying down there. Extend the arms over your body, palms down like this. Bring your legs together and just lift your heels off the ground 6 inches. And continue. If you know how to do breath of fire, do it that way. Otherwise, just breathe long and deep. If you're having trouble with both legs up, do it with one leg. I'll tell you when we're halfway. But don't give in to, because you can kind of do it with one leg. Try to do it with 2 legs as best you can. Keep the lower back pressed towards the floor. This will help strengthen your entire nervous system. This centers your navel point energy. We talked about that. Try to keep the legs straight. 30 more seconds and then we'll switch legs. When I taught school in India with our American kids that were going to school over there, we'd have a yoga decathlon. And one of the events was how long can they do this stretch pose? Some of them could do it over 7 minutes. We're just going to do it a minute or 2 minutes here actually. Now switch legs if you're a one-legged person. Seconds. Do your best now. Try to do it with both legs. Inhale deeply, full deep breath. Flatten the back against the floor. Slowly lower the legs down and relax. Let the tension go. Inhale deeply. And exhale, letting the tension go. Inhale. Exhale. Let the energy circulate, let the tension go. You notice it's all about letting. Let the energy circulate within you, let the tension go. You're designed to be a flow-through system. In a lot of yoga sets, we create a lot of tension and then followed by a period of relaxation. It's like swinging a pendulum. If you swing it a little bit to the left, it only swings a little bit to the right. But if you swing it way to the left, to the extreme, like we did, when you let go of that tension, it swings deeper into a sense of relaxation. It's important to learn how to deeply relax. Palms are facing up. It's receptive pose. They're like your little satellite dishes that help you to receive the energy of the universe. If your palms are down, you're interrupting the signal flow. So just let your body release into the floor. Let your breath flow in and out. Remember that belly rises towards the ceiling on the inhale and floats back down towards the floor on the exhale. Okay, now inhale, exhale. Now pull the knees to the chest, wrap the hands around the knees, lift the head up, chin to the chest, and begin breath of fire if you know how to do it. Otherwise, breathe long and deep. Lift the head up, chin to the chest if you can. Don't neglect your throat there. Lift that chin up. Your head is not that heavy. So it is the heaviest part of the body, relatively speaking. "30 more seconds now." Inhale deeply, full deep breath. And exhale, slowly relax your head down. Don't drop your head down. We don't want you to get a back head concussion there. So, okay, just slowly lower the knees down. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Now this is important. Turn on to your side. Turn on to your side and push yourself up to a sitting position. We don't try to come straight up off our back because that puts too much compression on the lower back. You can herniate a disc. You can do all sorts of complications. We're into this situation for the long haul. Okay. Now, we're going to bring our arms up 60 degrees. Now, this is not 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. Curl the fingers into the pads. Thumbs are extended. And begin breath of fire. If you don't know breath of fire, raise your hand. Oh my God, look at that. Just like a dog pants, if you stick out your tongue, you know how your belly goes in and out, just pulling? Same thing, but you're doing it through the nose. Some of you still have flunked geometry. This is called the ego eradicator. Your ego gets in the way of all sorts of things, creates all sorts of unintended consequences. You might say the ego is the acronym for edging God out. I don't think there's any napkins. I brought some napkins over. You can grab a napkin here if you need to cleanse and open up your nostrils. Just take one or two. Share. Don't share the used one. My little brother used to share his gum with my little sister. They used to call it ABC gum. 30 more seconds now. Pump that navel. It's all about the navel point. For those of you who don't know how to do breath of fire, I'll show you how to do it after class. Inhale deeply, full deep breath. Fill all the way up through the top of the head. Now slowly bring those thumbs together overhead. Stretch up, inhale some more. Stretch, stretch, keep the head straight. Inhale some more. Stretch up. If there was $1 million up there, you could always stretch an extra inch up. Apply the root lock. Muscles around the base of the spine, your tailbone. Squeeze tight. Pull in the navel. Hold the breath. Focus at the brow point. Exhale, sweep the arms down. And inhale deeply, full deep breath. Fill the belly, expand into the rib cage, fill the chest, shoulders relax, elevated heart center, neck lock in place. Fill all the way up through the top of the head. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now you're might have to rearrange yourselves a little bit because we're going to spread our legs wide. So work with your neighbors so that you can fit everything in. It's sort of like Tetris. You know how Tetris works? Yeah. Kind of dates some of us. Little kids probably don't even know what we're talking about. And some of the older generations have no idea what that's all about. But I had a son, and he was that age. Okay, so you're going to inhale and stretch straight up with that full deep breath. And then you're going to turn toward the left leg, your heart center. This is all about the heart center. And you're going to lean that heart center down. You're not going to curl the spine. You're going to lean from the straight spine. Lean down. When you feel that pressure of the stretch in the back of the leg or in the spine, lower the arms down. Grab the leg or the toes or the ankle, depending on your flexibility. As you exhale, just relax into the stretch a little deeper. Then you're going to inhale upright. Full deep breath, stretching those arms up as high as you can. Full deep breath. Turn toward the right knee. Lean the heart center down toward it. When you feel the pressure of the stretch, lower the arms down. Grab the toes of the ankle or behind the leg. Exhale, relax into the stretch. Don't drop the head down. Keep the head up. You're leading with the heart center. That's the age of Aquarius. Now inhale up and continue. Inhaling up and alternating to the right and to the left. Just do it. Take your time. Remember to stretch way up. Lift that heart center. Keep that head in line with the spine. Don't get that head up. We want the head straight. You're turning, and then you have to learn how to confront your tension. If you're doing it sideways, it's a whole different dynamic. Take your time. There is no extra credit for moving quickly. Take your time with that full deep breath. That long deep breathing builds a surplus of energy into your system to help shift the electrostatic charge in the muscle so the body can let go of that residual tension. Remember, keep the head in line with the spine. Lead with the heart. You don't want that head to come down. You want the head to stay straight, as if you still were in neck lock or Jalandhara. You only can work with what's going on in yourself. There is no comparison process here. That's why you keep your eyes closed, so you can feel the dynamics of the stretch. Keep lifting that heart center. Keep that heart center over. Don't curl the spine. Keep the lead with the heart center. It opens up that lower back. Stretching up, and then leaning that heart center forward. When you feel the pressure of the stretching, pay attention. That's your early warning sign that you don't want to go too much further. You're not trying to force anything. If you start forcing it, then you're going to hurt yourself, create more stress. That's not the point. last few seconds. Remember, this long, deep breathing helps you to shift the electrostatic charge, helps you to release the residual tension, that locked-in tension. The breath is the driving force. The exercises channel the energy of the breath. That's what it's all about, that pranic energy. Okay, now inhale upright. Stretch up, stretch, stretch. Exhale, relax the arms down. Now, with the arms down, we're going to lean forward to the center. And when you feel the pressure of the stretch, hold on to your shins or your ankles or your toes. You're going to inhale in this position. As you exhale, you're going to gently press your heart center down towards the knees. Inhale up, exhale down. Now, if you're not giddy, if you're locked in like you can hardly move, just put your hands on your shins so you can move up and down. But the idea is you don't want to drop the head. You want to lean in with the heart center. Lean forward with that heart. You got to open the heart. You got to stay open-hearted. The world will become a much friendlier place. Inhaling up and exhaling down. More seconds. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale deeply, full deep breath. Relax into the stretch. Exhale, letting the tension go. Hold the posture. Stay down now. Keep the head up in line with the spine. Inhale deeply. Hold on. Exhale. Relax into it. Inhale. Exhale. Relax into it. And slowly inhale upright. Full deep breath. And exhale. Okay. Now we're going to sit cross-legged position. I'm going to turn sideways so that those of you who are not familiar, we're going to do what is called spinal flex. You're going to hold on to your shins. As you inhale, you're going to roll the hips forward as you elevate the heart center. As you exhale, you're going to roll back on the hips. So it's inhale forward, exhale back. Do it slowly. Inhale in, take that breath all the way down to the navel. Elevate that heart center. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And we don't want you bobbling the head. We're not bobblehead yogis. You got to keep the head straight. Inhale, you're moving and flexing the spine from the shoulders down to the tip of the spine. Inhale, the hips forward, elevating the heart center. Exhale, roll back on the hips. This exercise moves the spinal fluid up and down the spine. This is very good. It also goes up through the blood-brain barrier so that you can have clarity of thought. They actually did research at UCLA back in the 70s. And there were a lot of hippies, space cadets all over the place, airheads. And they found when they hooked them up to a brainwave machine that they actually started generating the brainwaves that people associate with clarity of thought. Remember, try to elevate that heart center. The heart center kind of goes up and down. Now, don't be doing this. Don't lean forward because you're not really flexing the spine. You're bending from the hips. You want to roll the hips forward as you elevate the chest at the same time. Exhale, relax back into starting position. 30 seconds now. Focus at the brow point, point between the eyebrows, top of the nose, powerful breath. Circulate the energy throughout your body. Remember to keep the head straight. Don't get that chin up in the air. We're not following obnoxious yogis. We're just staying humble. And your chin is in the air, you're putting on air, so to speak. You're basically pinching off the base of the skull, the spinal column goes up through the base of the skull there. If you drop the head up and back, you're dropping and not allowing the energy to freely flow up into the uppermost parts of the spine. So keep the head straight. Okay, inhale, straight spine, full deep breath. Shoulders relaxed, elevated heart center. Exhale, letting the tension go. Now, if you're comfortable sitting on your heels, do that. Otherwise, staying in easy pose or cross-legged position. Okay. Now, the focus is a little different here. It's still spinal flex, but you're going to be focusing at the center of the heart center of the chest. So press the heart center forward on the inhale, exhale back. Hands are on the thighs now. I have bad knees. I'm not able to sit on my heels. Remember to keep that head straight. Don't let that chin come up in the air. Stay level-headed. Circulate that energy around the heart center of the chest. Inhale into that area, exhale, relax back. If you're sitting on your heels, it might be a little easier if you have the knees slightly separated. Make you feel a little more stable. Now inhale deeply, full deep breath. Fill the belly, expand into the rib cage. Remember, heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place. Inhale some more. More. Keep the chin slightly tucked back. Hold the breath. Feel that energy, let it circulate. And exhale, letting the tension go. Now, you can stay on your heels if you want, otherwise you can come into cross-legged position. We're going to put our hands on our shoulders. I'm getting old, I can't grab my shoulders. The idea is your fingers to the front, thumbs to the back, and it's important to keep the elbows up so the upper arms are parallel to the ground. You're going to inhale, twist left, exhale, twist right. Now don't be doing this. That's not, you want to keep everything level with the ground, parallel. The head level, turn the head from shoulder to shoulder. This is the only yogic exercise, at least according to Yogi Bhajan, who I have great respect for. He brought all this Kundalini yoga to America. He said this is the only yogic exercise that circulates the spinal fluid into those pads between the vertebrae, your disc. If those pads aren't moist and supple and springy and soft, you got problems. If they get hard like a brick, like a dried out sponge, they don't create any padding, you can break it off and you got bone on bone and you can have a big problem, constant back pain, might have to get your spine fused. All these baby boomers from about the year 2000 on, there's been a tremendous uptick in the number of spinal fusions going on. If you have trouble with dizziness, keep the eyes closed. Focus at the brow point. Last few seconds. Powerful breath. Inhale left, exhale right. Remember to keep those elbows up. Last few seconds. Inhale to the center. Keep your focus at the brow point. Relax the arms down. Inhale deeply. Keep your focus at the brow point. Your body has all these other sensations going on, but you want to learn how to focus your mind. So inhale, focus at the brow point. Fill all the way up to the top of the head. As you exhale, let the tension go. Keep your focus. Inhale, focus. Exhale and focus. Inhale, focus. Exhale. Okay, now bring those hands up onto the shoulders again. Now, most of you are not old enough to appreciate this. Any of you remember Red Skelton? Well, he used to do this. He used to have Clinka Dibblehopper. He used to do this. So you're going to inhale, bring the elbows up, touch those wrists behind the back, and down to the rib cage. Inhale up, exhale down. This helps to break up that fascia in this upper chest, neck, and shoulder area. By bouncing your elbows off your rib cage, you're stimulating your lymph nodes to circulate that lymph fluid throughout the upper body. Get back into the blood system underneath the collarbones. It's got to get back into the blood system and get flushed out through the liver and the kidneys, all the junk that's accumulated there. If you have a clogged up lymph system, you're going to have a compromised immune system, and you're not going to have much fun because you're constantly going to have infections and diseases happen. This is a good way to help clear it all out. 30 seconds. This is where we store all our limitations, our negativity, our doubt. You want to break it up, let it release. Everybody experiences some kind of post-traumatic stress syndrome. It's not that extreme for some of us, but it accumulates. And this upper chest, neck, and shoulder area, you got to break it up and move it out. Last time, inhale, bring the elbows up. Lift out heart center, straighten the head. Inhale some more, stretch up. Hold the breath, apply the root lock. Base of the spine, squeeze tight. Pull in the navel, focus brow point. Circulate that energy. Exhale, relax the arms. It feels so good to learn how to let go. Inhale. Remember to keep that chin slightly tucked. Exhale, letting the tension go. Let those shoulders relax. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, interlace your fingers into Venus lock. For women, it's left over right, which is what people usually think of as clasping their hands. But for men, they got to do it right over left because of the gender difference. Okay, you're going to have your elbows locked straight, hands resting on your shins, depending on how long your arms are. You're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, down. Keep the elbows locked straight. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep the elbows locked straight. Keep the head straight. Keep the heart center elevated. Breathe into it. Let the breath help you to process the energy, work with the tension. Your breath can be one of your best friends, one of your major resources to get you through all sorts of tight positions. Usually what happens when we get in a very tight or tense position, we forget to breathe long and deep. There is no hurry, just breathe. Keep those elbows locked straight. This is like a giant pump. You know how the handle on that water pump you know, that's out in the middle of a field. It's helping to flush and move everything around, pumping up that lymph system. 30 seconds now. Powerful breath. People used to swing an axe for hours to try to chop wood. Well, this is basically the same thing, but we don't do this much anymore. We don't move these arms up and down like this. Okay, inhale. Stretch the arms up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale some more. Hold the breath. Apply that root lock. Squeeze tight. Base of the spine. Pull in the navel. Stretch. Keep the head straight. Exhale, relax the arms down. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Okay. All right, we're going to do sophisticated shoulder shrugs now. Your hands are on your knees. You're going to inhale the left shoulder up. As you exhale, you're going to drop the left and raise the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Take your time with the breath. Give that breath a chance to get all the way down to your power center, your navel point. Again, we're working on breaking up that upper body tension. More seconds. You're circulating the energy. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Now inhale, both shoulders up, exhale, let them drop, and continue. This is like a choo-choo train. Little kids like to call this the choo-choo train exercise because you sound like a choo-choo train. You know how the pistons move and you run. The key to this exercise is to let the shoulders drop. So push them up as high as you can, and then you let the universe take over, let gravity take over, and let those shoulders drop. Now, if you haven't done this much, it might feel like those upper shoulder muscles have turned to lead and you're going to get paralyzed. It's not going to happen. You just have to keep working that. That's how much tension you've stored in this upper chest, neck, and shoulder area. You got to learn to shrug things off. That's what this is all about. Okay, inhale. Bring the shoulders up. Full deep breath. Stretch up the spine. Inhale some more. Keep pushing those shoulders up. Elevate that heart center. Inhale some more. Now tuck that chin into the chest. Inhale some more. Hold the breath and squeeze tight that root lock. Base of the spine. Squeeze tight. Pull in the navel point, your belly button. Focus at the brow point. Feel the energy. Feel the heat. Let it circulate. It's healing energy going through your body. Hold the breath. Come on. Exhale. Relax down. Shoulders relax. Straight spine. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're going to inhale Inhale, turn the head over the left shoulder. Feel that tension, stretch it out a little bit, pressure of the stretch. As you exhale, turn the head over the right shoulder. And continue. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Take your time. Eyes are closed. Focus there at the brow point. Feel how the energy moves as you rotate your head from left to right and then back to the left again. Feel how those subtlety, how those muscles in the neck work. Keep the heart center elevated. Keep the shoulders relaxed. If you want to give somebody a giant no, that you're practicing it right now. Way. What you're saying is no to negativity. When you say no to negativity, you're creating a positive. That's what Nanak was a guru that started the Sikh religion. Yogi Bhajan was a Sikh. His name meant no negativity. It was no, Nanak, no. No means yes. You know, if you're a math major, you know that two negatives make a positive. Keep that heart center elevated, keep the shoulders relaxed, keep that head level as you turn from left to right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Now switch. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Remember, you're focused there at the brow point. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left. Don't drop that chin up in the air or drop the head back or don't drop it down into the chest. It's all just straight, staying level with the ground. Relax. Just work on releasing the tension in the neck. You also will be stimulating those major glands in the neck and the throat at the base of the skull, center of the brain. Your thyroid and parathyroid in the throat. Your thalamus and hypothalamus at the back of the brain or base of the skull, and your pineal and pituitary glands there at the center of the brain. The shoulders relax. Those shoulders are real creepy. If you're not constantly monitoring your shoulders, they tend to tense up. They have a tension because they're worried about being vulnerable. We're trying to open ourselves up here. Keep the heart center elevated. As you build the energy field around your body, you'll have a greater sense of well-being that will enable you to feel more open and aware, and at the same time not feel like you're vulnerable because you'll have built that protective shield around you. That's what building that radiant body, building that auric field around you is all about. Now inhale to the center. And exhale. Okay. You've heard the fairy tales about turning frogs into princes or kings. Well, we're going to do frog pose. And the way that works is you're going to be squatting down. Your heels are touching. Your feet are angled out, 45-degree angle. Your head is up. Your hips are down. As you exhale, you're just going to drop the head down and straighten the legs. Inhale up, head up, exhale, straighten the legs, bring the butt up, head is down. Inhale as you straighten the legs. Head is down, butt is up. Exhale as you bring the head up. This really gives your thighs a workout. Your thighs are the largest, your thigh bones are the largest bones in the body. And that whole area, stimulating that whole area of those thigh muscles, those nerves, and the bones, helps to regulate the mineral balance in the body. Helps the body to store the minerals and to properly secrete them into the blood system to maintain your balance. Just do 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale and just come lying down on your back and totally relax. Arms at your side, palms facing up. 2 satellite dishes, feeling the flow of energy from the universe. Let the breath flow long and deep. Just let the weight of your body release into the floor. Let the floor do all the work. You've worked hard enough already. Let your mind float free. It's like a mini vacation. No responsibilities. Just let yourself totally relax. Feel that pranic energy flowing in to soothe your body, release the tension. deeply. Bring yourself back. Exhale. Inhale. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Exhale. Inhale. Rotate your ankles and your wrists. Roll your feet around. Roll your hands around your wrists and your ankles. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch the arms overhead onto the ground. Just don't bang your neighbors. Stretch, stretch. Point the toes. Inhale some more and stretch, 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 stretch. Exhale. Release the tension. Inhale. Rub the soles of the feet, palms of the hands together. And exhale. Now extend your legs down flat. Bend one knee. Turn it over the other leg. Stretch out your hip. On the inhale. Exhale back to the center. Now do it to the other side. It's called a cat stretch. Bend that knee. Turn it over the other leg. Exhale back to the center. Now you kind of sort of did this already, but keep your head and shoulders on the mat. Pull the knees into the chest. Wrap the hands around the knees. Pull them in tight. Stretch out that lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Back off from the tension. Again, inhale. Pull the knees in. Exhale. Back off from the tension. Last time. Inhale. Pull the knees in. Exhale, back off of the tension. Now begin rocking forwards and backwards. Rock yourself up to a sitting position. If you can't do it that way, turn on to your side and push yourself up. It's a good way to adjust your spine. Okay. This is a meditation for wisdom and understanding. So your left hand is like a cup, right here, right at your navel point, like this. The right hand is the index finger, your finger of wisdom. You know, when you're trying to make a point, get a point across, you point with this finger, okay? But it helps to focus the mind. There's a meridian flow line that flows from each finger up to the brain. This helps to close that circuit with your ego. Your thumbs are your ego. This is your wisdom finger, Jupiter finger. And this is going to be right here. Just relax the shoulder. The elbows kind of relaxed against the ribcage. Palm is facing forward. Just like this. And you're going to stick the tongue way out. Now, don't be shy. Stick it way out and clamp that teeth on the tongue. And then you're going to inhale and exhale through the sides of your mouth. Just like that guy at the middle of the Mayan calendar. Eyes are focused. Let me tell you what your eyes are doing. The eyes are just closed. Just breathe. Sucking the air in around the sides of your tongue. And exhale around the sides of your tongue. If you need a napkin, if you slobber a lot, you can always... But if you're sucking in, you should be able to balance it out. You're sucking your electrolyte, you're electrifying that saliva, and it's getting ingested back into your system. It's a very powerful solution. Your tongue may start feeling bitter because you're flushing out toxins. Remember to keep that chin tucked slightly. Clamp that tongue on. Clamp that tongue with your teeth. Don't let that tongue retreat. I'm the only one that's being on video. I'll send you the video when we get it. While you're doing this, I'm going to read you some of the notes that Yogi Bhajan gave with this meditation. This is the most powerful Kriya in the science of yoga. A Kriya is a meditation or a yoga set or a yogic exercise that works on your body, your mind, and your spirit. You can relax that elbow down next to your rib cage. You don't have to keep that arm up out away from your shoulder. Just down near your rib cage. Palm is facing forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Heart center elevated. This breathing will give your nerves standardization while giving power to the central nerve, the sushumna, the central core of your being. Karma has to be paid. Karma is a debt. And karma has to be paid dharmically, religiously. And so we pay homage. Touch the feet of a man of God, hug him, touch his hand, he will say, God be with you. Why? You reach out kindly, humbly, you shall be blessed. It is the law. When you bow, you will be blessed. In all your life, your whole incarnation, you need one blessing. That is called the touch of the Master. He does not tell you about himself or yourself or himself. He tells you about your destiny and blesses you. Riches and poverty do not make a difference. The person who goes through riches and poverty is you. It is you who matters. It is a simple problem. If you do not touch the Master, you cannot touch the world. The Master is within you, the Guru Dev within yourself. We develop patterns and become a slave to our patterns. We lose our freedom, our sovereignty, our identity. The problem is that you love each other, live with each other, and yet each other, because you cannot digest each other and come to a mutual understanding. Even the moon and the sun get eclipsed. You are no exceptions to the rule. If you decide to do what you're going to do, you must face the consequences. Do not blame others. Blame what is in you that made you to start the sequence. If you shall not deliver, God shall deliver. When you make an appointment, you will get a disappointment. But if you do not make an appointment, just be yourself. Nothing will go wrong for you. You will find a natural path. When you cannot develop your elementary nature, Bhagavati, anything which exists on the earth, including you, does not touch the boundary of Purka, the natural law of Dharma. That's why we talk about Guru Dev at the very beginning of class. The Guru within ourselves, the teacher within, the going from ignorance to knowledge within, going from darkness to light within, the Guru Dev. So you're inhaling and exhaling through and around the tongue. Now your palm is that the belly is up. It's not. Turn your hand so your palm is cupped up. Not against the stomach. Yeah, there you go. Keep that tongue out. Don't bring the tongue in and inhale through the nose. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Your body goes through stages and changes. You got to monitor stuff. Pay attention to what's going on. Let those shoulders relax. Keep that heart center elevated. Keep that neck lock in place, but keep that tongue stuck all the way out. Clamp the teeth around the tongue and breathe in through the sides and out through the sides of your tongue. Remember to fill your lungs completely all the way up to the top of the head. That'll make sure you get that saliva pulled all the way back deep within your mouth. You'll feel the sensitivity on the tongue as the tongue stimulates those glands of bitterness that helps you to flush out toxins. Three more minutes. Let your breath be long, slow, and deep. There's no hurry with the breath. One more minute. Perfect the pose. Elevated heart center, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place, tongue out all the way, clamped with the teeth, and just breathe long, slow, and deep. Eyes closed. Slowly inhale through the tongue. Fill the belly. Expand into the rib cage. Fill the chest. Heart center elevated. Shoulders relaxed. Pull it in through the tongue all the way up through the top of the head. Exhale through the tongue. Push it all the way out. Push it out some more. Keep that tongue firmly clamped with the teeth. Inhale, last time. Push it out. You notice how the ebb and flow of the music, and inhale on one surge of the music, and exhale on the next surge. Okay, bring the tongue in, full deep breath through the nose. All the way up through the top of the head, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place, elevated heart center. Inhale some more. Cannon fire, exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale deeply. Full deep breath. And use that diaphragm and navel point to make that cannon fire. You're expelling all the disease, all the negativity. Last time. Inhale deeply. Full deep breath. Hold the breath. Inhale some more. Shoulders relaxed. Inhale some more. Cannon fire, exhale. Now relax the arms down. Sit quietly and become the observer. As an observer, you're just watching what's going on within yourself. There's no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame, but there is compassion because you are experiencing what it is you're observing. So be aware of the dynamics flowing through the body. The heat, the cold, the flow of the air, the tingling sensations, the numbness, the aches, the pains, the pulsing or throbbing, whatever it is, just observe the dynamic with compassion. No right or wrong answers here. Be aware of your emotional state. Again, no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame, with compassion. Whether you're happy, sad, angry, frustrated, calm, joyous, inspired, worried, wise, ecstatic, whatever it is, just allow it to be there. You got to get to know who you really are before you can do anything about it. Learn to love yourself. That's what all love surround you is all about when we sing it at the end of class. Be aware of your breath. We controlled the breath big time. Now see how the breath flows in and out of its own accord. It's a constant reminder that the universe is paying attention to you from moment to moment. It gets you to breathe, whether you think about it or not. This pranic energy flows through you. Appreciate it. Reminder that the universe pays attention to you. Can you pay attention back? You don't have to be in control. You just have to be aware. It's yoga of awareness. Be aware of your thought processes. Mind flits from thought to thought, thousands of different thoughts throughout the day. See where your mind is taking you without judgment, without shame, without blame. There's no right or wrong answers here. Whether Whether you're dwelling on the past, the present, future, people, places, issues, pets, relationships, what you're going to have for lunch, whatever it is, just observe without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. You can observe the body, the emotions, the breath, and the mind. There's a vast part of your consciousness beyond these four dimensions that connect you with your unlimited self, connects you with your infinite self, connects you with your undying self, connects you with the cosmos or the universe, connects you with your divine self, however you define that for yourself, the divine flow through you. Observe and dwell within your soul or spirit without pain, without shame, without right or wrong answers, without judgment. Just be aware and observe the dynamic of your soul or spirit within yourself. These five dimensions all exist and happen simultaneously all the time, so consolidate your experience of body, emotions, breath, mind, and spirit into one complete experience of who you are at the moment, without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. Body, emotions, breath, mind, and spirit. Song that embodies why we do the yoga in the first place. So bring your palms together again, center the chest. We'll sing it through a couple of times. If you come often enough, you'll eventually learn. There's no pressure. Inhale. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. We finished with the long Sat Nam. Sat means the totality of truth. Everything's included, the entire package, the whole ball of wax, the whole 9 yards, however you want to define it. Everything good, bad, known, unknown, you name it, it's all there. That's the Sat. Nam is unique manifestation of some element of that totality of truth happening here and now. We're all part of the process. So inhale deeply, full deep breath, last chance. short because unique manifestation is only a very small part of the totality. So, one last thing. God bless this earth with peace. God bless this earth with peace. God bless this earth with peace. If you have any questions, come up and we'll talk about it. If you don't know how to do breath of fire, talk to me. Make sure you've signed your name back there. Just because you signed in once 4 weeks ago, I might have your email, but I don't know who came to class. There's like 35 people here today.
Yay.
And I'm not trying to pay attention. Oh, he came. I'm going to write it down. You're not like the teacher taking attendance in class.
Right.
You put your name. If you want a copy, I'll send you a copy of the yoga set, a copy of the meditation. I'll send you links for the music so you can play the music.